Hey, I'm Steven and this is Solving the Money Problem. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. In January this year, I published a video speculating that Tesla would announce what I saw as painfully obvious, a $25,000 compact car. Well, surprise, surprise, 9 months later at Battery Investor Day, Tesla did exactly that, detailing plans for a $25,000 compact vehicle to be released in 2023. So in this video, now that we know a little more about Tesla's compact car, I'm going to share what it means for Tesla the company, Tesla stock, the internal combustion engine, and the future of transportation. Spoiler alert, Tesla's $25,000 compact car is their most important product ever. It will end the Ice Age, massively accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, and eventually transform the very nature of transportation and car ownership itself. Tesla's $25,000 compact car will make billions, end the Ice Age, and change everything. Hey guys, if you're in the US and you'd like 3 free stocks, yes, 3 free stocks, check out the link in the description to WeBull. Open a new account and fund it with $100 and you'll get 3 free stocks, 2 of them valued up to $1,600. And if you're in Australia, the UK, or New Zealand, you can get a free stock with stake also using the link in the description. Let's get back to it. Size matters. Contrary to what your girlfriend says, just kidding, I know you don't have a girlfriend, size matters. Today, most of the world's population lives in cities. Humans are social animals and the progress of science and technology has allowed us to live together in ever more densely populated areas. This trend continues. Just a century ago, most people believed in God, farmed for a living, and walked everywhere, or, if they were lucky, used their autonomous vehicle, also known as a horse. How times change. As people have flocked to cities in droves, we've given up space in favour of convenience, opportunity and proximity to others. This is no more obvious than in major cities like New York, Paris, London, Sydney and Hong Kong, where real estate prices are astronomically high, space is at a ludicrous premium, and inhabitants willingly give up a lot just to live where they do. These are the cities in which residents face choices like spending $250,000 for a larger garage that actually fits their car, or saving the money and suffering the inconvenience. A compact car is perfect for city living. Maneuvering through busy, cramped streets, squeezing into car spaces too big for others, having enough room in your garage to park your car and store your bike and keep your Elon Musk blow-up doll collection is invaluable. There's an enormous, dormant market just waiting for a compact Tesla. In 2023, the wait is over. Just how big is this market? Small car, big market. Compact and subcompact vehicles make up 29% of the new car market. Yeah, nearly 1/3 of the 90 million vehicles sold annually are compact, around 25 million per year. This is a stupidly large market. For reference, in 2020, Tesla will deliver around 500,000 vehicles total, or just 2% as many vehicles as the global compact car market. Not only does entering the compact car market expand Tesla's potential pool of buyers by tens of millions, but such a car would be dramatically cheaper to produce and therefore buy than any other Tesla on the market. Suddenly, a Tesla is no longer out of the reach of millions. At Battery Investor Day, Tesla announced a $25,000 price tag for their compact car, which by now most are calling Model 2. Tesla, please come up with a better name. If Tesla were to capture just 2% of the global compact market, which is 500,000 vehicles per year, they'd bring in $12.5 billion in revenue. 5% would be $31 billion, which is more than Tesla's entire 2019 revenue. 10% would be $62.5 billion. You get the point, right? The compact car market is absolutely enormous, and if Tesla's product history is anything to go by, they will take an outsized share of the compact market too. The potential here is astronomical, and as a Tesla investor, this is the product for which I am most excited. This is another huge catalyst for Tesla stock. We'll talk about Robotaxis soon, but first, let's look at some of the implications of Tesla's $25,000 car on Tesla the business. Less is more. The heavier an object is, the more energy needed to move it. You probably know this, it's basic physics. So the less massive an electric vehicle is, the less energy is needed, which means a smaller battery is needed, which not only brings the cost down dramatically, the battery is the most expensive component in a Tesla, but physically removing some of the battery means even less mass, which means even more efficiency, which means even more battery can be removed, which means even more weight is saved, blah blah. This compounding effect is huge. Even incremental improvements in efficiency can make an enormous difference to the price and performance. As we heard at Battery Investor Day, Tesla has a plan to reduce battery costs by 54% by 2023, and this is in no small part due to a reduction in materials and thus mass. But the real kicker is this. A smaller car means a smaller battery. If the compact Tesla requires a battery pack only half the size of that in a Model 3, it means Tesla can make twice as many compact cars with the same limited cell supply. If the pack is 1/3 the size, Tesla can make triple the number. You see where this is going, right? If Tesla's mission is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, the fastest and most efficient way to do this is to replace ICE cars with EVs, and if Tesla can produce 2 or 3 times as many cars with the same number of cells, this will replace 2 to 3 times as many ICE vehicles. Remember, Tesla does not have enough battery cells to meet its current demand. That's why at Battery Investor Day they told us their plans to develop new cells and scale production to enormous levels. The compact Tesla car is the most efficient way for Tesla to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. It makes each battery cell count for more, and they know it. In fact, Tesla is playing another game of 4D chess, opting to use an iron phosphate cell chemistry for their compact car which, while less energy dense, is much cheaper to produce and will not suffer supply constraints.
Making really efficient cars, that have low drag coefficient, low rolling resistance, efficient powertrains. That's kind of what we've done in order to make iron phosphate still have a good range. So the iron phosphate's lower energy density solution, but there's while there are some limitations on the total amount of nickel produced every year, there's really no limit on the iron. There's so much iron, it's ridiculous. So you can really scale up iron phosphate, at a raw materials basis faster, more than you can nickel.
Cost of ownership. We already know that owning an EV, especially a Tesla due to their incredibly efficient drivetrain, is cheaper than an equivalent internal combustion engine vehicle over the lifetime of the car. EVs have almost no moving parts, therefore almost no wear and tear, therefore almost no maintenance costs. Add to this the much cheaper cost of electricity versus dinosaur juice, and we find that even a Model 3, priced around $40,000, turns out to be cheaper to own over a 5-year period than a Toyota Camry. Some customers, put off by the high purchase price of a Tesla, are still yet to whip out a calculator and figure this out for themselves, but with 3 years until the $25,000 Tesla arrives, they've got time to work it out, and if not, by the time the $25,000 Tesla drops, cost of ownership won't even matter. The sticker price itself will get most people over the line, irrespective of whether they realize the thousands of dollars of annual savings they'll reap in future years. Let's hear what Tesla themselves had to say on cost of ownership.
Once we do get to the $25K car, the ownership cost of that car is incredibly lower than the prior car. And then on the solar side and wind, with the cost of solar and wind coming down and with batteries coming down with them, the actual cost of energy on the grid is going down. So we're sort of moving towards a sustainable, lower cost future. So there's not really a sacrifice.
Yeah, that's true. It is a false dichotomy to say that it's either prosperity or sustainability. This is often used by oil and gas to say oh, well, do you want people to lose their jobs? Do you want to lower people's standards of living? Do you want to, make all these economic sacrifices really in order to have sustainability? And the reality, as Drew was saying, is that a sustainable energy is going to be lower cost, not higher cost than fossil fuels.
Impossible to compete. Dear everyone besides Tesla, you have 3 years until you are completely irrelevant. 3 years. 3 years to develop something to compete with Tesla's compact car, or you will no longer be in business. Am I being dramatic? Is this hyperbole? No. Tesla makes the best vehicles on Earth. This is not up for debate. Safety, performance, features, function, Tesla knocks it out of the park on all. You cannot get a better value vehicle than a Tesla, but the sticker price is still an obstacle for many. When Tesla's $25,000 car hits the market, it spells the death of the internal combustion engine vehicle. The numbers will no longer make sense. Not only will the running costs be a mere fraction of those of an ICE car, but so too will the sticker price. Who will buy a more expensive, worse performing, less efficient, less safe, polluting ICE car over a cheaper, better, safer, cleaner Tesla? Answer: vintage car collectors. Tesla Robotaxis. The moment you've all been waiting for. Tesla's $25,000 car is a transitional product. For a few years, individuals will buy these vehicles for personal use, with some perhaps supplementing the purchase price or creating additional streams of income by deploying these vehicles on the Robotaxi fleet on a part-time basis. But the truth is, the $25,000 Tesla is a ground-up, custom-built Robotaxi designed to be the foundation of Tesla's Robotaxi fleet, the first major step towards transport as a service. Some of you may vomit at the very thought of no longer owning a personal vehicle and instead relying on autonomous, on-demand robotaxis to get from point A to B. That's okay, change is scary, but it's happening. Transport as a service will be about 1/10 the cost of personal car ownership in the future. The economics make this shift inevitable. Some will fight and refuse to accept this inevitable future. That's fine by me. You can keep writing physical letters, buying DVD box sets, reading newspapers, riding your horse around and resisting change. Whatever makes you happy. The future of transport is transport as a service, and Tesla's compact car will form the backbone of this autonomous robotaxi network. Just as I was able to predict Tesla's $25,000 compact car ahead of time, I'm now predicting Tesla's plans for this vehicle ahead of time. It is custom built specifically for use as a robotaxi. Tesla revealed their million-mile battery at Battery Invest today. Most people missed this because it wasn't explicitly stated, but mark my words, the iron phosphate battery cell chemistry is the million-mile battery and will feature in the compact Tesla. This, combined with Tesla's million-mile drivetrain, form the key elements of the robotaxi. It's cheap, efficient, and long-lasting, just what you need for a robotaxi. Never mind the fact that people could, in theory, supplement or completely cover the purchase price of a compact Tesla by using it to make money for them while they sleep as part of the future robotaxi network. This could spur enormous demand. Conclusion. We are fast headed towards a future in which personal car ownership is a thing of the past. I know most of you won't be comfortable with this idea. Your intuition says this will never happen. That's fine. I bet you didn't expect your boss would allow remote work in 2020 either. Electric vehicles and autonomy are two hugely disruptive technological forces converging right at this very moment. We are in the final years in which the idea of personal car ownership is entertained by the masses. Before the decade's end, the paradigm shift will have taken place. Most of the world's miles driven will be in autonomous robotaxis, not human-driven, personally owned vehicles. And Tesla, in my opinion, will absolutely dominate. We're witnessing the end of the Ice Age and the end of the personal car ownership age. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'm Stephen Mark Ryan. This is Solving the Money Problem, and I love you all. And don't forget, if you're in the US and you'd like 3 free stocks, check out the link in the description to WeBull. Open a new account and fund it with $100 and you'll get 3 free stocks, 2 of them valued up to $1,600. And if you're in Australia, the UK or New Zealand, you can get a free stock with stake also using the link in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you have any ideas for future videos, let me know. I read all your comments. PS, if you're still watching, you're awesome. If you'd like early access, exclusive videos, regular Q&As, our private Discord server and more, consider supporting the channel at patreon.com/solvingthemoneyproblem so I can keep creating content for you guys. There's a link in the description. You can now also become a member of the channel for some exclusive perks. To learn more, click the join button next to subscribe. And don't forget to check out our merch store. Either way, the best form of support is you being here and watching, so thanks again.